Yo guys, what's going on? It's me Aaron here, welcome back to yet again another video on the channel. Hopefully you're all having an absolutely wonderful day as always. And in today's video, I will be doing Raider464's mechanical warm-up course in Fortnite, and all will be explained throughout the video because I have the PDF document of his routine. So let's hop right into it. So the first thing you want to do is get these two creative maps that are up on my screen. So either do his piece control map first or last. I did it first. So once you hit start game, you'll start playing it, and there are 16 bits you can do. He recommends to do at least 8, max of 16, so either 8 or all of them, and I only did 8. So pick how many you want to do out between that number, and once you've done that, go into the other map. So here is the next map, his mechanics warm-up routine, and the first thing you want to do is go into the single tile edits. And all you want to do is just do what I'm doing here and just edit them, but you have to click your edit button and then instantly, or as fast as you can, select the piece, like the square that you want to edit, and hold that for a split second and then let go, and then keep doing it over and over again. I do actually pretty well in this bit, better than all the other editing bits on this map actually, but it gets like the muscle memory in a bit, which is a good thing. So it's really good to do this. This only lasts for 2.5 minutes, and including the other 3 which you have to do, that's a max of 10 minutes, the 2.5 minutes each. So let's go to the next one. So the second editing timing routine that you have to do is also 2.5 minutes, like I mentioned earlier, and it all adds up to 10 minutes in the end. I mess up this one quite a bit, but what you have to do is what I'm doing here. Do the same thing with the speed of the edits, like in the first drill, where you hold the square for about a split second and then release it to confirm the edit. But with this, you need to edit the floor from the bottom tile to the top tile, just like what I'm doing here. I mess up quite a bit, try not to do that, but it can be difficult to do it, especially if you're doing them extremely close like me and trying to get the least amount of crosshair movement possible. Be expected to mess up a lot like I'm doing. But once you've done the 2.5 minutes of this, move on to the third editing drill, which we'll go on to now. So this is the third editing drill, and it's pretty much just the exact same as the second editing drill, which I've just been through, but instead you do it the opposite way, so you go from top to bottom. Some of the time it looks like I'm doing it from bottom to top, but I'm not. I'm doing it from top to bottom. It's because at a few points, like the first bit, I was going really fast, but the same rules apply as the last time. So let's move on to the fourth and final editing drill of this warm-up routine. And this fourth editing drill is all about your ramp and floor edits. So you just, all you want to do, okay, I know I'm standing idle at the moment, but all you need to do is just edit them in the way that works best for you. Like, either do as much crosshair movement as you want, or do as little as you want. Just what's more effective and efficient for you. I tried a few different ones during this, but then I eventually found it. And this bit I just fly through, and then at other points I just come to a stop because I just start messing up again. But it's a really good drill, so yeah, just keep going with it, and you'll have a lot of fun. You'll get the hang of it very quick. Like, eventually you'll get the hang of it. Not straight away, but that's what these routines are for, aren't they? Just like get the hang of it and then constantly practice. So let's move on to the first, like, building bit of this routine, shall we? This part of the routine was really, really difficult for me to do, because if you're a low sense player and you usually use your, such as like your arm for building on 180-degree turns instead of your wrist, like, or you just use your arm more than your wrist and you're on low sense, he recommends either halving your sense or dividing your sense by 3. Now, I'm on 9% on X and Y, so I halved it because 3% for me seems a bit too far. I might try that in the future, but for now, just 4.5 is fine because that's half of 9. So obviously I halved my sense, and oh my god, it hurts your arm after a while. Okay, it's not that bad, but you just don't think it would, but it does. Because for me, sometimes I tense my arm muscles, or just my arm in general, whenever I'm building or in a stressful situation or aiming, and that's probably why I choke fights a lot. So I do that a lot, and I'm pretty sure this is in an attempt to try and stop this from happening. And it's also consistency training, so it's really helpful, because since I've done this, I have been tensing my arm less, which is good, and it's improved my skill as a player overall. Right now I'm probably just reading the PDF document that he's got, because he does have one. I'll just link his video down in the description, like I said in the intro. But it does hurt a bit after a while. Just gonna warn you, it's not that bad. But if you're gonna do this more than 5 times, just be prepared, man. Just be prepared. I've done this once, and I'm gonna do it many more times. But I just need, I just deal with the pain, because it's worth it in the end, and it's fun to do this kind of stuff, I think. And yeah, that's enough of me rambling on about this bit. Let's go on to the actual consistency training next. This was the speed training. Also, only do this on normal speed, don't do it on slow speed, because that just goes for speed training. Speed training. You don't want to go slow for speed training, and you just free build like I'm doing. Try to do as much stuff as you can, and then go on to the consistency training, which we'll move on to right about now. So once you load back into the main hub, I guess you can call it, of this map. Sorry, the quality's bad. I'm using a new video editor and I don't really know how it works yet. It's VideoPad by NCH. Well, you want to put your sense back to normal and go on slow speed. And what you want to try and achieve in this in this part of the routine is like just go over speed instead of consistency. Well, no, that's wrong. Try do consistent things. Alright. Just, it's slow because he wants, Raider, okay, he wants you to try, like, edit combos that you have never, like, actually been able to do before because of the regular speed. And I've never been able to do FIFO cones, ever. And this has actually made me able to, this has allowed me to do them because I'm used to the muscle memory. I know how to do them properly because of the slow speed. So just try to do loads of things that you wouldn't normally be able to do. And then in the free build section, which is near the end, well, it is the last bit, just try and incorporate them into like the normal free build, and you might find that you can easily do them. And if you can't, don't worry, it's fine. You can just do them next time you do this to like practice. But this is really good practice to learn new moves and become more consistent. So yeah, let's move on to the next section of the routine. So this section of the mechanics of warm-up routine is all about getting the crosshair movement like as minimal as possible on wall edits, and this red circle here, or like the red line, it's different it's in different places for different wall edits. Shows you where you need to move your crosshair for the minimal amount of crosshair movement during these edits. It's a simple concept, but can be very hard to actually do in practice. So you might want to work on this for quite a while. Each one takes a full minute, and there's 10 of these, so that's another 10 minutes doing this. So once you've done that, it's piece control tunnels. So let's move on. I won't show anymore because it's boring, and I won't talk anymore because it's boring as well. So I'll see you in the next one. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, at the piece control tunnels. There are 3 different piece control tunnels, and each one ranging in difficulty from what I've experienced. The first one is the easiest, and this is literally all you have to do. Place a cone and a floor, or just one of them, and a wall, and edit through the wall to the next bit, and this is what you've got to do for quite a while until you finish this section. It takes about 5 minutes, well, feels like 5 minutes, might take 3 minutes, or even 2. Depends how fast you are and how good you are at doing your edits and placing your builds in the right positions. So this is obviously the easiest one. The next one is just a bit harder, actually. And that's because there's way more builds that you need to place down. As you can see, you can double edit or triple edit here. I didn't do any of them, I just single edited. So there's quite a lot to go through. Here you place down ramp and cone, you can place down a stair there and a floor there. Floor and cone, you can triple edit there and wall here and repeat. It can get a bit boring after a while, but it's good training. And the third one, the third one is, it's difficult. You've got to triple edit like really close to you, and it can be a bit of an awkward position, and like you've just seen me there, you have to literally just place a wall straight there as you drop down, and you can do stair and wall there. But it can be so awkward, this tunnel. But it's really good for practicing awkward positions, because a lot of the time when people are free building, I don't usually do this either. They don't put themselves in awkward positions where they have to make awkward edits, because in game you have to do that quite a lot, especially if you're box fighting. And this kind of teaches you how to do that, mainly with this ramp bit here. So it's good practice for that. And I do recommend putting like awkward positions and edits into your warm-up routine if you don't think about doing this, because it can be really, really useful. So let's move on to the next part of the course, which is actually the last bit of the warm-up routine. So let's get right to it, shall we? So this is probably like the most familiar training or warm-up part of the routine that a lot of people are familiar with. It's literally just free building on your regular and normal sense that you usually use for 7 minutes or 10 minutes on normal speed, and all you do is just free build. The best thing to do is do stuff that you know you can do, and also trying to do the things that you learn in the speed training and the consistency training. Mainly the consistency training, because that is where you did things that you couldn't really do before, but this is like the best time to practice them and to see if you can do them in real game conditions, like the player movement and your sensitivity. So just free build, man, and just try stuff that you haven't really been able to do before. I can now pull off LiFo cones because of this, and I can tunnel a bit better and a bit faster, and edit a bit faster as well, which is really good. And that's pretty much the end of the warm-up routine. So I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Sorry it was a bit of a long one. It's about 15 minutes long, but hopefully you didn't get extremely bored. Hope you did enjoy the video. Raider464's video for this warm-up routine will be down in the description, along with the map codes for both of the maps used in this routine. And go subscribe to Raider, he's amazing. He has 5,000 subscribers. He's an absolute beast. But yeah, if you do want to see more awesome content like this, please do consider subscribing and smash the like button if you did like, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace out.